What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on wax. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap, Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty, Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners, we got the stats in the news. Go and subscribe, hang out with Buzzy and Goose. Tapping with us, we the truth, Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I am your boy Buzz. I'm joined by my dude Goose, a.k.a. Goose on Tap now. And we are here to recap the last game before the All-Star break. Another loss. That's 6 in a row, right, Goose? That's 6 in a row they lost now?
Yes,
it is.
That would be 6 in a row.
That would be 6 in a row. We lost on TNT to the Milwaukee Bucks. Before we get into this one, be sure to go on TapSportsNet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Bulls on Tap and on Tap Sportsnet. Following Goose at Goose on Tap and me at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us, 5-star rating and review, because that's cool and tough. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, please go to the YouTube, subscribe to the On Tap Sportsnet YouTube channel, hit the little bell. Anytime we go live, you will be notified. We are presented by Sports Illustrated Media Group. That rhymed, kind of. Notified and live. I felt like it did when I said it. When I said it back, it didn't. All right, we lose 112-100, Goose. Listen, I got a hell of an effort out of Tony Bradley in the few minutes that he got out there. He was a +9. So let's fucking go.
So he should totally take Vucic's job.
Yeah, my stomach's upset, so I'm drinking ginger ale. So that's after that shit.
My stomach's upset too. Unfortunately, we don't have any ginger ale. Buzz made me come on tonight. I was all ready to take my Cancun vacation because this is atrocious. I don't know how Giannis goes down in the very early parts of this game, and we still somehow don't manage to ever really get within more than 5 points and turn this into a real contest. It was painful.
It was terrible. The whole thing was terrible. And they played with us. Anytime the Bulls got close, they just turned it on a little tiny bit and they would pull away. We kind of knew this was going to happen last night. The only reason I really did go live and wanted to do this a little bit was because I do want to – I like to admit when I'm wrong, and I feel like I'm not saying that I'm wrong that Dalen Terry is not a good player. I don't know if he's a good player, but I will say I did have fun watching him because he was all over the place. It was a guy who wants to fucking play basketball. It's a hooper his whole life who wants to play basketball. So I give Malcolm Hill and his limited minutes some credit tonight.
What about Mr. Carlik Jones, who averages 30 points and 8 assists in the G League?
I feel bad for Carlik because I felt like he was trying to do too much, and I felt like he didn't know his place. There was a couple times he came off a screen where I thought he could have just attacked like we watched him do when we were together in Arlington, or that's not Arlington Heights. Where is that at? Woodstock or something? I can't remember.
Schaumburg.
Is it Schaumburg? Yeah, wherever the fuck they play at the Now Arena. But I just felt like he was a little hesitant. I felt like there were probably a lot of butterflies going for him. And I love how we're just talking about this episode is something that made me happy that I've wanted to see. I don't need to see Zach LaVine play basketball for the rest of the year. I don't need to see DeMar DeRozan play basketball for the rest of the year. I don't need to see Alex Caruso play basketball for the rest of the year. I'm good. I already saw it. I'll play the young guys, and I'll have fun watching young talent who actually wants to make an impression on other NBA teams. Hoffman Estates, that's right. Don't call us bozos. Well, Goose should know that better than I do. He's like lives up there somewhere.
I'm in Rockford. What the hell are you talking about?
How far is that from Rockford?
We are both about equidistance from Hoffman Estates.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's my bad. See, I'm just ignorant. I thought a Seagull was the Vlasic Pickle guy.
It's all right. I wish I was just as excited about you for Carlik Jones's minutes tonight. I did not enjoy it at all. It had me wishing Goran Dragic was back on the floor, and which is not a good thing. You don't want to see that either. Unfortunately, I do feel like it was kind of the telltale sign of just because you can drop 30 in the G League consistently does not mean that you can even put up 20 with the green light on a team that really didn't care tonight.
I was
shocked to see him.
I'd like to see the G League kind of build up, though, dude, because, like, think about, like, AA, right? You know, like, when you go to AAA in baseball, it's like you got some guys that are on the ascension to making the MLB, you know what I mean? And then you have other guys who, like, you'd like to call –
refuse to retire?
Well, that, or you'd like to call quadruple A players, guys that are decent enough to be in AAA and get some stints in the MLB, but not good enough to stay in the MLB, right? So I'd like to see the G League become, like, AA. Like, that's what I would like to see, where all like the premier talent kind of is as they start kind of ascending up, you know? And I think you're going to see that in time with these kids leaving college and the G League, you know, doing what they're doing now, giving young kids the option. I think it'll get better, but right now it's still the same as the D League was for the most part, outside of the Ignite, right? And we've seen this before with Antonio Blakeney. I mean, he was out there fucking killing people, had Kevin Durant talking about him. You know, how good of a scorer he was in that league. And you can't take that away from him. He's a good scorer in that league where he plays. But the NBA it's so many tiers above where the G League is. So, like, when you see a guy who's like Karlik, who's the player of the month in the G League and shit, and he comes up to the NBA and he drops a Goose.
You know who we didn't see? Who plays in the G League a lot?
Who's that?
Well, we didn't see him tonight. We didn't get
he got a minute.
He got a minute?
Dude, he was a +8. So you better stop talking shit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right. I'm just saying, dog.
He got 1 minute of play in which he was +8 when the game was over with 5 minutes left to play. That tells you what your coach feels about you. You know what, buddy? This game was over 5 minutes ago. There's one left. Why don't you go get a little burn?
Yeah, he came in for a little bit. He did get one stat. Can you guess what it was?
Was it a turnover?
No, it was a personal foul.
Oh, okay.
That was it. That was it. But Tony Bradley, he hit a 3 and he hit a little floater thing. So I'm in, dude. I'm in. You know,
you're full ready for the tank because
that's
what tonight felt like. Tonight really felt like
and I felt good about it. I felt good. I think that's why I'm so hyped. Billy was like, "Fuck it, put the G League in."
But I would feel good if like this was a chosen path. Not like DeMar's hips fucked according to an MRI. Javante's not coming back. DJJ's injured. Lonzo's not coming back. We realized Goran is an ancient person who really can't play extended minutes in the NBA anymore. Like, I wish we came to this conclusion on our own. And it wasn't just like, oh, well, back to back. Zach played 42 minutes. We're going to get these guys some burn. I wish that there was a plan. I wish that this didn't happen. This isn't what's supposed to be happening after you stand pat at the deadline.
No, it's not. But maybe now they're choosing, because I played with Tankathon today, dog, and I had fun.
Yeah, 30% odds. Still took 12 go rounds for you from what I read.
Yeah,
to get into the top 4 there.
It was 12. Yeah. So as I was telling you, as I texted you earlier, we'll talk personal for right now. Both of my kids have this little, Ren is on the mend. Like, she's a lot better, but they have the norovirus, it's called. And basically it's no temperature or whatever, but they cannot keep anything down whether or not it's water. So my 2-year-old was having a hard time. So I set up a little camp, you know, right outside the bathroom door, just in case she needed to, you know, throw up or whatever. And I started playing on Tankathon while she watched her iPad. And I went 12 times. And 12 times I got us into the top 4. And I felt good about it. I did. I felt good about it. Then the news breaks that Io was going to be in the Rising Stars game, because a lot of us were upset that he got snubbed from that. I think that he's more than deserving for what the Bulls have asked him to do. And then, like, tonight, like, I knew Dalen Terry was going to get big minutes, because as soon as they said Caruso was out, DeRozan's out, we already knew that. I was like, okay, great. And I'm not like a big Dalen Terry guy, but there was one thing I did want tonight. I wanted aggressiveness from Patrick Williams. And by God, did I not get it. Don't hand me. He took 10 shots and he got benched in the first fucking quarter.
We got half-assed aggression. I saw him try to dunk on Brooke Lopez there.
That was after he got fucking taken out for Dalen Terry in the first quarter. He was a team worst minus 28. I'm going to keep dogging this kid till he shows me something. You got all these other fucking people on Twitter. Oh, look at how he moved his feet laterally, and they hold on to that. And it's just so funny to me. It's like, are you a fucking scout? Like, is that what you're wanting to be? Are you putting these tweets out so some scouts notice you so you can get a job or something? Because I could tell you what, right with a Miller Lite in my hand, this kid sucks. 2 nights in a row. Patrick Williams, I'm dogging him until he starts doing something else. You know what? I'll tell you something right now. If he scores 30 points by the end of the season, I'm chugging pickle juice.
Well, that's the safest bet you've made yet, and you've done a damn good job of making sure that the pickle juice bets that we've come up with were
I really thought they were going to get to 500.
I don't know about the 500 one.
They were a game away.
Yeah, true. I so close, but yet so far, still no pickle juice.
Juice. He says they're getting the 7th pick for sure now. They can't. They have to give it to Orlando if they get the 7th pick. But that would be funny as fuck.
No, it wouldn't. And that's what hurts so bad right now is we didn't make a decision. We're being forced into a decision, and it's maybe it's better to lose games and flirt with giving the Magic the 5th pick. And, we'll see how it goes. Although I think the Magic are one of the teams that are in front of us for that 5th pick. So might be hard to pass them. I think I heard tonight that the Pacers have won like 2 games out of their last 20.
12, I believe it was.
I think it was 20, and they're both against us.
Oh, was it 2 out of? Are you sure it was 2 out of 20?
I don't know. All I know is the only games the Pacers have won in like the last month or so is against the Bulls.
Well, I mean, that's not really shocking. I mean, we're on a 6-game skid. I mean, this is done. Zach looks like dog. They're all bad right now. Like I said, I don't want to. I do feel bad dogging Patrick Williams as hard as I did. Like I said, I'm sure he's a nice kid, but it's hard to watch him play. From how everything I read and how I've been told a million times, I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to call out the person that tweeted under my status today, right before the bull, or status or tweet, whatever you call it. I'm old. That's why I call it status. Yeah. Fuck you, buddy. All right? Don't be laughing at me like that.
You got a top 8 still, bro?
Yeah, I got a top 8 on my MySpace. I actually made mine a top 4. It was very exclusive
People
fucking group.
Feel very, very special.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But you made me lose my train of thought now. What the fuck was I talking about? I don't even remember. I was talking about Patrick Williams. Oh, how I feel bad.
You feel bad for dogging him.
Yeah, I want him to be good.
There was somebody that commented under your status.
That's what it was. It kind of
that you're not going to.
I was like, this is going to be a blowout, and the Bulls got within 5, and they come back to me before I can even respond. They deleted their fucking tweet because the Bulls immediately went down like 15.
The Bulls immediately ended up down 20 really quickly.
Right, and I was just like, dude, like you could say, well, look, I told you as soon as they put Dalen Terry in and they start letting Pat run the offense, they're going to do really good. Yeah, you had a fucking series there where they did pretty good for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then it all went to shit. So
then AJ Green happened.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? He hit 5 threes. The Bulls hit 10 as a team out of 32. That's 2 nights in a row they've taken more than their season average. The Bucks took 47. Fucking A. You know who's really good? Drew Holiday. He's like wine. He's just gotten better as he's gotten older. I know the stats don't jump out at you tonight. 5 for 15. He only had 15 points, but he had 9 assists, 6 boards. But goddamn, he can get you a bucket when you need it. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's that guy that was that fringe level star, kind of heralded as one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and he's that complimentary piece that does a little bit of everything and is okay with that. And he knows his role and he knows what he's capable of, and he doesn't try to play outside of that box. It definitely probably that extra push that Milwaukee needed for that championship run originally. And I think that Boston and Milwaukee might be as good of a series as we get in the finals.
I'm really excited for that because I do think that will be the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm excited for that. I think that'll be a good matchup. Albeit everybody's healthy.
I'm also kind of excited that it's looking like we're not going to have to get our ass swept by either of those teams. As a play-in hopeful.
I'm excited we're not even going to make the fucking play-in because I don't even like the play-in. I think it's stupid. So I'm just glad that I don't even have to participate in it.
I like the concept of it. I get why the league did it with all the tanking that was going on. Unfortunately, the Bulls are an example of why the play-in does suck, because if you have an ownership that values playoff revenue, if you're a fringe playoff team, you're going to stand pat and instead of doing anything that they're supposed to do because we're there.
The NBA already has half the teams make the fucking playoffs. You know what I mean? And this play-in adding like that extra element, I just feel like it takes some integrity away.
You don't need 2/3 of the teams in the playoffs.
No, I hate that shit. I do. But I hate change too. You know, like I come home and something's different in my house and I have like a fucking conniption fit. I can't handle it. So if you change my sports,
That's gotta be rough.
I know it is.
I was gonna say, Jamie does a lot of crafts and a lot of home stuff.
I came home the other day, dog, and she's like started doing the fucking that stone wall shit. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? I was mind blown. Because not only, you know what, fucking story time. Because who cares about this? We lost. We're going on fucking All-Star break. So she makes me last summer go somewhere in Tinley Park, which is around me. It's not far from me, to this estate sale. And in the estate sale was this I swear to God, it was like this fucking marble fireplace thing. You know, like the what do you call it? I'm already drawing a blank on the fucking word. The mantle and all that shit. And they were like, oh, it's $90, you know, like that. It's fucking marble. And Jamie's like, oh, I really want to get this. So I was like, do I need help like putting it in the car? Or can I get it? And she goes, oh, you should be fine. Like I'm flattered. She thinks like I'm ripped and shit, but like, dude, I don't work out. I do 12-ounce curls. I don't fucking work out. Okay, 12 ounces is a beer can. If you didn't know what I was talking about, so I lift this fucking thing and bring it all the way. You know, get it in the car, get it out here, put it in my garage until Jamie was ready, and after all the construction was done here on the addition that we put on for my in-laws. Well, as soon as that's done, we bring the fucking thing in. We get it secured to the wall. She looks at this and she goes, you know what? After cutting holes into the brand new trim, or cutting the brand new trim up and cutting holes in the new wall to hang the TV, she goes, you know what? I just don't think this works. I said, okay, that's cool. You know, like that's so like I'm more my anxiety's through the fucking roof, right? You know, I'm like, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna go do some 12-ounce curls.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I sat down here and licked my wounds and did 12-ounce curls. So then she switches it out. And I come home the other day to a fucking stone wall. And that was the day that we blew the lead. What was it, last week that we blew the lead? Because we haven't won in fucking 2 weeks. I know we blew a lead last night too, but
we've been blowing a lot of leads.
Was it the Nets game where we fucked up? I think it was that day. But whatever. Okay. Oh my God, look at him. Juice always. I mean, her defense didn't work. Anything that Juice could do to make me have to keep doing shit, he does. It's fucking sickening. He's supposed to be my best bud. I've had enough of him.
Awesome.
The fuck? How do I kick somebody from here? Can I mute him? How the fuck do I mute you? But yeah, I don't know, man. You know, I'm looking forward to All-Star Weekend just because it's something fun. And like you and I were talking about yesterday, at least it'll break up what we have to deal with by doing this show every night, because 6 losses in a row isn't easy. I know you didn't. I mean, we really didn't want to get on in general, but I wanted to laugh a little bit.
I was trying to use your children as an excuse to not have to do the show tonight. You texted me while I was at work and were like, you know what, man, I'll keep you posted. We'll see how things are going later tonight. And I was like, cool. I'm not going to have to talk about this ass kicking later. Had it all built in the whole entire time I'm watching the game. I'm like, 5 minutes left. I'm going to get that text. You know, Ruby's not doing that good. We got our ass kicked. We're going to take the night off. And instead, I'm getting guilt tripped. Like, oh, no, you know, we don't have to, but I
do you know what I just went through today?
I'm setting up. I'm ready to go if you are. And I'm like, you mother.
Well, I missed you, dude. Screw me for fucking missing my guy.
You know what?
What?
Miss me longer than 24 hours before you feel bad.
That's a lot of love. You can't teach that. It's something that a lot of people would kill for.
True. I wish the Bulls had some intangibles that you couldn't teach either, because that would make talking about this a lot easier.
What do you think about DeMar playing on Sunday?
I think
a lot of people are upset about it.
What are you upset about? The man plays, we lose. The man doesn't play, we lose. Yeah. His lack of playing time is the only reason why Buzz got any enjoyment out of this game that we got our ass kicked. Because Dalen Terry played catch with himself from the 3-point line and ended up with a near triple-double alert here. You
He
know,
almost did.
without DeMar sitting out, we're not talking about Carlik Jones and Dalen Terry. So you can't, beggars can't be choosy. And you're getting your Dalen minutes, and DeMar's resting up, and hopefully he's avoiding further injury that would keep us from trading him in the offseason. I'm not going to be mad at the guy playing in a game that is contactless, is the equivalent of the NFL's Pro Bowl with flag football going on.
Right.
Like, they're not playing defense. Nobody's going to be fouling him. He's not going to – it's fine. Let him do what he's got to do.
That comment killed me a little bit. Who the fuck is Carlik?
That's that seasoning that you put on most of your food.
That's very true. That's very true. I don't care that he's playing at all. I think he deserves it. Like you said before, he's outperformed his contract. He's been nothing but a constant professional. I think that if he wants to give it a go just to have fun with his peers.
Well is going to be his last All-Star game.
That too. And if he wants to have fun with his peers, I don't see the big fucking deal in that.
Hey,
he's not stupid. He knows they're done.
Maybe he's going to recruit.
You mean get recruited?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to get recruited.
He's going to go make connections and shit like that. But
yes. Who wants me? Because I'm done in Chicago.
Do you have any predictions for the 3-point contest? Who you got winning?
Steph in there again?
No, Steph's hurt.
Steph's done. So Anthony Simons is getting replaced with Randall.
By Julius Randle. Yeah.
What a weird selection.
I did think that was really weird. I don't know why they did that.
I get he chucks up a lot of threes. That doesn't mean that he's good at them.
I'm Googling to see. I can't remember everybody that's in it, but I know Julius Randle is in it. Tyrese Halliburton is in it. Tyler Hero is in it.
Dame?
Who?
Dame time?
Yeah, Dame's in it. Lowry's in it. Tatum's in it. Kevin Herter.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I feel like the bigger guys have an advantage for the endurance of it because it is just all like set shooting. It's not a lot of movement. You don't really get to get a rhythm. It's kind of just go.
God, would it just be the knife if right in my spine when Lowry wins it and be like, okay.
You know what? That's exactly what's going to happen. Lowry's going to win the 3-point contest, and he's going to come out as a surprise contestant for the dunk contest. He's going to win that too. And then on top of us losing 6 games in a row leading into the All-Star break, we're going to see Lowry Markkanen start in an All-Star game, win a 3-point contest, and win a dunk championship before Zach LaVine, because Zach has not started in an All-Star game. Granted, Lowry's getting in because of injury. And Zach has tried to become the only player to win both a 3-point and a dunk competition, and that hasn't worked out. So Lowry's going to do it all in one night just to pour Himalayan pink salt in all of our wins.
You've got Kenyon Martin Jr., Mac McClung, Trey Murphy III, and Jericho Sims in the dunk contest.
God, you have the upper tier G League players in the dunk contest. This is an NBA dunk contest. And I get Jericho Sims has had, his little bit of playing time for the Knicks here. And Kenyon Martin Jr.'s got the name, and I guess he's actually played with the Rockets. But, God, can we get some stars? We don't want Trey Murphy III. We want Zion Williamson.
I'm sorry. There's a fucking star in here.
Oh, Mac McClung.
Yeah.
Bulls
Mac McClung is
Bulls legend. Mac McClung.
He's a fucking star. All right. So
the guy that I'm going to be able to show my children videos of, you can do it.
You can do it, man. If Mac McClung could do it, you can do it.
Fringe NBA player wins dunk competition. See, everyone's dreams come true.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Kenyon Martin Jr. just because I loved watching Kenyon Martin Sr. when he played for the Nets back in the day. That was a fun fucking team. Kidd, Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson,
Pippen Jr. in the dunk contest too. Let's do it.
How funny is it that Scottie Pippen Jr. and Malik Beasley are teammates?
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you pegged my mom. What the fuck is your problem? Yeah, that's what I would say.
No, you dated my mom, and now my mom's dating my dad's best friend and rival, Michael Jordan's son. Like I feel so bad for Scottie Pippen.
I know, dude. I was thinking about that today because he took a lot of Scottie got fucked around a little bit. I feel bad for Scotty.
Yeah, no.
I still love Scotty though. Still my guy.
Yeah, it's hard not to love him, but it's one of those love-hate things where it's just like the things that he said, the things that he's done since.
Yeah, but he got like no credit. People kind of fucked with him a little bit,
He was literally like viewed as the best sidekick ever.
He doesn't want to be the best sidekick ever. He just wants to be noticed as a good teammate.
He got drafted to a different team.
He did. He got drafted to Seattle.
Yeah, and then he got traded here. He never played for anybody before you became the greatest sidekick ever. You were better than Robin. And that wasn't good enough for you.
Well, I mean, depends on what Robin you're talking about. Robin is a character. I don't know much about superheroes, but I mean, he's a fucking dork. You don't know what to say to that. I felt like you were just like, okay, yeah. Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt in that movie. Like, I have to believe you're going to whip some ass as Robin. I don't believe it.
Okay. Well, either way,
I feel like we're going off.
Scotty, we've been way off.
Yeah. Well, who the fuck wants to talk about this?
We talked about your mantelpiece.
Oh yeah. Well, fine. If you want to see all of our shenanigans, follow @Jamie Squires on Instagram. Selfish plug. There you go. You see the Rock fucking.
We need her to start plugging us. That's
no shit, dude. 38,000 fucking followers. Yeah, no shit. That'd be nice.
So no, I mean, I feel bad for Scotty Pippen Jr. I don't really feel bad for Scotty. I feel he's kind of done to it himself. What's happened in post career. Who
is your winner in the dunk contest?
We're gonna go with Mac McClung just because that sounds like fun.
You're going to be so irritated when he wins. I feel like you're just going to be like, this is fucking stupid. You're just going to turn it off.
It is the NBA dunk contest, and you have fringe NBA players doing what used to be the most heralded event of the weekend. I can't get excited about that. The fact that you couldn't even get Lauri Markkanen while it's being hosted in Utah to be like, hey, you're 7 foot. You can do some crazy shit. We see it all the time in the dunk line. Let's go. He's like, nah. You want me to go embarrass Mac McClung and Jericho Sims? I'm an all-star now.
Right. Good for that. Yeah, I'm too good for the dunk contest. I'm a fucking replacement all-star. Brian, we should have done this. Oh, God, everybody. Brian's here. This is our video guy, Brian. Brian cuts up all of our videos. He's awesome as hell. And he usually saves me from looking like an idiot, except when it comes to the stork thing. There was no saving me from that. But Brian's
had to throw you under the bus for that.
Yeah, no, he did. I told
you had him throw me under the bus for my comments about Dalen, which I'm not going to bring up tonight.
We just kind of did, but we're going to let it go. We're just going to let it go. But I don't have much else, man. We're going to take a break. He did make a good point about a mailbag thing. I probably should have done that, but yeah, I'll tweet something about that actually, and we'll do that. Had to lean into the stork. He's right. He's right. We should do a mailbag episode during the break because we're not going to play again until when, Goose? Is it next Friday? Yep, it is.
Next Friday against Brooklyn. New look Brooklyn.
Fucker, man. On ESPN. Brooklyn. Why is that shit at 9:00 in Chicago?
Okay, I have faith in the basketball gods that we are not going to be on ESPN. KD is no longer in Brooklyn. I don't think that is a game that is going to make it to national television.
That's bullshit that it's at 9:00. That doesn't start till 10:00 in New York.
Yeah, no, they should adjust that time.
Yeah, they need
Especially
to adjust
after over a week off. Are they letting everybody sleep off their Cancun hangover? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I have no idea. That's fucking stupid. I'm not going to make that.
But what about Mikal Bridges dropping 45?
45. And he looked good doing it. It wasn't just like shooting threes. He was moving with man, he looked good, dude. You know what? I tweeted. You know who called Mikal Bridges? And
I don't want to talk about that either. I talked enough about that with that man about Mikal Bridges.
But he's not right a lot.
Actually, if you look at CBE Fred's track record when it comes to draft prospects, that man is pretty spot on. He
said Luka Doncic was going to suck.
You know, a lot of people went with that hot take and said that Luka was going to suck. They said, look at Mario Hezonja. That guy was supposed to be the next prodigy too. So
did you just drop Mario Hezonja? Yeah, that's a fucking name. I remember when he got drafted to Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
He
do
was
shit
around. I think it was like top 5 pick too. He was
there. Yeah,
right around
and then
range.
he went to New York after that.
Yep,
I think he just fell out of,
he flexed on LeBron. His greatest moments are captured in flexing on LeBron when LeBron's like down crying. That's the highlight of his career.
I remember he stepped over Giannis too, and it pissed off
Yes,
Giannis.
yes. So
Yeah.
Mario Hezonja, the legend killer, never had his own legend, but he killed a couple of them.
Yeah, but Fred was right.
Fred was on with Mr. Bridges.
Yeah, and he's been fun to watch. I watched the highlights of that Brooklyn game. I did not watch the game itself. But Bridges looked really good. So I mean, it's going to be a
team that needs a 3-and-D player and is praying that Dalen Terry turns into a 3-and-D player. Yeah, Mikal Bridges would have solved that problem a long time ago.
A lot of hot takes on Twitter and even here in the chat about if Dalen Terry can fix his jump shot, he's got a bright future. I think he has a future just because of his motor. He's like a Javonte Green kind of guy. He flies all over the place. If he could shoot, though, I think that'll be he could become a end of rotational maybe.
Where's Shaq Harrison? Where's David Nwaba? Where are these guys that just wrecking balls? And obviously Dalen's 6'7". These guys are more 6'3", 6'4". So he does have the wingspan, and
I don't see it either.
I'm not.
I don't see
that sandwich. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I probably am more hopeful at our 30% odds of keeping our draft pick this year than I am Dalen Terry being a legitimate rotational player.
Would you love to see Dalen Terry play 36 minutes a game for the rest of the season so we can try to boost those odds?
I would like to see that because at this point in the season, finding out if Dalen Terry can be a rotational player in this league is important. Finding out if Pat is anything more than a rotational player in this league.
He's not.
Well,
well,
unfortunately, we got another 23 games of torture to fucking
evaluate
that because I don't think we're evaluating if this team is ever going to be a contender because those wheels are long gone.
Yeah, they are. I want to tell you, I do appreciate you coming on the show tonight and us doing it because it was fun to laugh. It was fun to almost cry. It was fun to talk about personal stuff, and it was fun to talk about Mac McClung in the dunk contest because nobody wants to fucking do it. So you got anything else before we get out of here and we take our little extended break?
No, did you see that the Qatar wants to buy the Knicks?
You know what? I did see that. You know what, dude? I don't know much about anything, like when it comes to anything really besides sports. So, but I do know that those dudes have some fucking hella money, and it listen, Jerry.
Apparently, they ruined the Premier League. You want them to buy the Bulls? You know what?
What's the Premier League? Is that soccer?
It's soccer.
I couldn't give two
They
fucks
pretty
about
much
that.
don't have cap, and they just throw money around and the team.
Hey Jerry, fucking sell the socks and the Bulls to these guys, and they'll just let them throw money around.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Are they good people or are they not? I don't know anything about them.
I don't really.
You don't know? Okay, cool, man. Fucking let's ride then. I don't know anything about you. Please buy my teams because I'm so fucking sick of this shit. I can't handle it. So why
do the Knicks get the free pass? Why does Dolan get to disappear? Why do we get stuck with Jerry? If Dolan is going, Jerry's got to go.
I agree with that statement, and that'll be fucking bullshit if he's not. I'll fucking trip. Dolan might be arguably worse than Jerry. At least Jerry's got hella rings. I mean, he's got what? He's got seven.
In a way, Dolan has kind of just tried to copy Jerry in a lot of ways. He's like, oh, Phil Jackson, I want him. Joakim Noah, he was good. Derrick Rose, I'll take him. Tom Thibodeau, come on down. Let's go.
He's trying to be Jerry. What a loser. Well, that's actually not true. Jerry's a billionaire. I'd like to be like Jerry too. Except if I was Jerry Reinsdorf, though, honestly, dude, and all the fans. Well, no, but if I was, and all the fans were coming at me talking shit about how I need to spend, I would just start fucking throwing thousands out of my window and be like, "You fucking spend it. I ain't spending it. I'm a billionaire. I'll do what I want."
Oh,
yeah, I know. That's what I would do.
That is a big flex.
That's a very big lie. I'd fucking spend everything I had on those teams, dude. I just want to win. I'm just so depressed. I mean, the Bears suck. The Bulls suck. The Sox suck. I don't even watch hockey, but I know they suck. So every team on the wall blows. I don't
Yeah, no, there's not a single good team up there right now.
No, I wonder if this is why I'm sad.
It is.
It Yeah, it is.
That's why you do more 12-ounce curls than you probably should.
That's very true, man. That's very true. I got to watch my figure too because they've been coming more and more lately with these fucking losses. But right now, I'm switched on the Canada Dry, so we're gonna ride with that. You got anything else before we get out of here, man?
No, let's leave and take a vacation, please.
All right, we're going on vacation. Everybody, I'm not even going to do the fucking closing monologue. You know where to find us. We'll chat on Twitter during All-Star break. If we do an impromptu live, again, you know where to find us. If you hit that bell on YouTube, you'll know when we go live. I would say let's go Bulls, but,
Let's
Carly
lose
Jones.
Bulls.